Okay everyone, so now we are learning the dialog controls. So here we are having the first dialog control, that is color dialog, dragging and dropping, then folder browser dialog, then phone dialog, open file dialog and save file dialog. You can see that I have dragged and dropped all these 5 dialog controls on the form, but they are going on the background because they work on the background. So here to show their effect, I am taking certain things onto the form. So first of all, I am dragging and dropping the picture box. So here in this picture box, I want to display my image, and I want that this image should be displayed when we work with these dialog controls. Then afterward, I am taking one text box. So from the text box, I want that there should be the path. So path should be displayed. Then I want that there should be the button for all these dialog controls. So first button I am taking and giving the name of this button. Let us suppose that the first is color dialog. So here I am providing. Now clicking back and taking another button. So in this button I want to take the next dialog control, that is the folder browser. So I am changing the name, folder browser dialog. Now after clicking back, and I'm taking the next button here. In this button I want to take the next dialog, which is the phone dialog. So we are providing the name here, font dialog. Then we are clicking back and taking another button, and here we are taking the open file dialog. So provide the name open file dialog. Now afterward clicking back and taking the another button, so here we are taking the last dialog control, that is the save file dialog. Then clicking back, so we are ready with the 5 buttons here. Now I'm selecting all the 5 buttons so that we can provide their size. I'm extending them. Then after providing their width, we can see that they are not fitting into the area, so we are extending the size of the form. So here we are having the 5 buttons which are ready. So I am aligning them. Accordingly, we are providing the text box size here. So this is the text box size, and here we are having the picture box in between. So this is how our form is ready, and here I want to provide my name. So I'm clicking here and providing the name, that is Ankit Verma. So now if you run this project, then afterward we will be having the output. So this type of output screen we will be having. Now first of all, we are going to perform the coding on the first dialog control, which is the color dialog. So we are going back and double click on the color dialog. So here we are having the button underscore click coding. So here we want that this color dialog, and color dialog 1 is the name, that coding should be performed. So we are going back and writing here color dialog 1 dot show dialog. So first of all, our task is to show the dialog. So if I run this code, then afterward if I click on this, you can see that it is showing. Now I want that whenever I click on some color and click OK, then our form should be having the same color. So we are going here and we are saying that me stands for the form, dot back color is equal to color dialog 1 dot color, means from the color dialog, whatever the color I have selected, that color should be shown. So I am clicking here, then afterward color dialog, so it is shown. Now I have selected, let's say blue. Now okay, so the color selected from the color dialog 1 will be going to the me dot back color, means this form back color should be changed with the same color. So now I am crossing, I want that the second button should be active, that is folder browser. So double click on that. Now here we can see that folder browser dialog 1, this is the name. So we are going back and we are writing here folder browser dialog 1 dot show dialog. That means first of all our task is to show it. Now we are running this code. If I click on folder browser, so here you can see that this is showing. I want that if I select this Ankit Verma, then click OK. Now this path should be coming to the text box. So here we can go and check the text box. The name of text box is text box 1. So we are writing here text box 1 dot text will be equal to folder browser dialog 1 dot selected path, means the path we have selected that should be displayed to the text box 1. So I am running this code. So here we can see that I'm clicking, the folder browser is showing, clicking on Ankit Verma, then OK. So see user Ankit Verma is the path which is coming to the text box 1. Now we are working with the next dialog control, that is the phone dialog. So for that we are going on the form, double click on the phone dialog. Here our first task is to show. So we are writing font dialog 1 dot show dialog. So whenever we just write this show dialog, it should be appeared. So I am running this code. So here click on font dialog and this font dialog is shown. You can see that it is shown. I want that if I select this 10 or bold, now this thing should be applied to the text box 1. Whatever I am writing here, that should be applied. So I am crossing it and I am going back. So here we are writing text box 1 dot font. So whatever the font we have taken, that will be equal to font dialog 1 dot font. So from here we can take the font. Now I am just running this code. Let us suppose that here I am writing the name, that's say Ankit Verma. So I have written my name. Click on the font dialog. Then let's say bold and 10, then OK. You can see that bold and 10 is applied. So here the font which we have taken is coming here. If your font dialog is also having the color, then you can also write text box 1 dot color is equal to font dialog 1 dot color. So that color can be applied. Now we are going to the open file dialog. So here we are going back and double click on the open file dialog. So this is the button for that. And this open file dialog 1 is the name. So we are going back and writing here open file dialog dot show dialog. So this is our first task, is to show the dialog. Now here opening the file. Now that is important. Let us suppose that if I am opening a file, now I just pressed cancel, then no file should be opened. So that means if I press OK, only then this file should be open. So I am writing here, if open file dialog 1 dot show dialog is not equal to, so here I am providing not equal to, then windows dot form dot dialog result dot cancel. That means this result should not be cancelled, only then this code should work. That means you understand, open file dialog is shown to you. If you are not pressing the cancel, so here window form dialog result is cancel, so that should not, only then this code should work. So here we are saying that in the picture box 1, the picture box we have drag and dropped, dot image is equal to image dot from file, in the bracket we are saying that open file dialog 1 dot file name. So whatever the file name we have taken, that should be taken here. So I am going to run this code here. So here we are having the open file dialog button. So if I click on that, now afterward we can see that we are having this open file dialog. Now here we can see that there is the option cancel or open. Now you understand that, let us suppose that I am going to the desktop. This is my file. If I click on open, only then it should be open. If I click on cancel, that should not be cancel. So understand that open file dialog dot show. So dialog is in front of me, that is shown. Now here not equal to windows dot form dot dialog result dot cancel. That means if it is not equal to cancel, only then this code should work. Let us suppose that I am clicking on cancel. Now nothing is happening because here it is cancel. So this part will not work. But let us suppose that I am clicking again. Now here I am selecting this and pressing open. Now what is going to happen? My result was not cancel. So if it is not cancel, then this part will work. So here picture box 1.image. So in the picture box we are having the image, that is from image.from file. So image from the file, which was from open file dialog dot file name. So the file name we have selected is shown here. Now we are going to the save file dialog. So we are crossing this and we are going back on the form and double click on the save file dialog. So here we are having the coding. Now we can see that this is save file dialog 1. I want that whatever the file I want to save, that should be saved. So here we are going on the save file dialog and we are writing here save file dialog 1 dot filter, that is equal to, now in the double quote I am providing txt files. In the bracket I am saying that star dot txt, again putting the star, then bracket close, then putting the bar, then star dot txt, double quotes closed. That is a standard format. Many of the times when you are saving the file, you can see that the file is saving to the notepad. So here we are saying that save file is a filter. Means whenever you are going to save the file, the filter we have applied that it should be text file. It should be having the extension star.txt star or simply star.txt. This is the OR we have applied. So here filter should be applied that we want to save the file on the txt. Now afterward we are saying save file dialog 1 dot show dialog. So here we want to show the dialog. But when we are showing the dialog, is it really that we want to save? So whenever we click on the OK button, only then the file should be saved. So we are writing here, we are applying if. So here if save file dialog 1 dot show dialog, that is equal to windows dot form dot dialog result dot OK, means if the user is pressing OK, only then file should be saved. So pressing enter, so file dialog is showing, and if you are pressing OK, then this code will work. So we are writing there my dot computer dot file system dot write all text. So from where I want to write all text, that is save file dialog 1 dot file name. So whatever the file name we have selected, comma, from where the content will come. I want that content should come from the text box 1. So text box 1 dot text we are writing here. Then afterward we are putting the true. So here it is saying that append as boolean. Append means you want to append the file. Yes, true it. So here we are saying true. So this is how this code is working. Now we are understanding. Let us suppose that I am running this code. So here we are having our form in front of us. Now I'm going to click on the save file dialog. So this is the save file dialog window. Now save file dialog 1 dot show dialog. So here we are having this dialog open. Now afterward windows dot form dot OK. So if I press the save, then the result will be OK. But if I click on cancel, then nothing has happened. So it is saying that only when the result is OK, then this code will work. Let us suppose that here I am writing, let's say Ankit Verma. So here I have written this Ankit Verma. Now I want that this text should be saved to the save file. So I am clicking on the save file. Now here I want to provide the name of file. So I am going to the desktop. Here you can see that there is a filter text files automatically. So how it is coming? It is coming because I have applied here save file dialog 1 dot filter txt file. So that's why this filter is applied. If I am writing the name, that is Ankit, so this name should be given to the file. So now if I am clicking on save, then what is going to happen? So the name which I have provided, that name should be coming. So from text box 1 dot text, the text is taken and the name which we have given from the save file dialog will be taken, true for the append, and writing all the text into the my computer. So I am clicking on the save. So here this file will be saved. So now we are going to check whether this file is really saved or not. So we are going on the desktop. So here on the desktop we can see that there is a file with the name Ankit is created. Now double click on that. So here we can see that the same name is coming here. Now we are going back to the form. Now we can also try the other options. Let us suppose that on the color dialog I want to fill some color, so I can color that. If I want to click on the folder browser, I can provide simply the path. Then here I can provide the font. Let us suppose that bold or 10, we can do it. We can go on the open file, we can go on the desktop and click the file and open. So here the file is open. Similarly, we can go on the same file also. So this is how we can use the various dialog controls just like color dialog, folder browser dialog, phone dialog, open file dialog and the save file dialog. So that is all about the dialog controls.